Hi, I'm Jeanette, and this is your 30 Days of Gratitude Prep video. Some of you have done this with me before and you know exactly what this is about. Others are wondering, I'm not sure what this is. And so this video is for you. What I do every year is challenge people around me to join me in the 30 Days of Gratitude. That means just writing one thing that you're thankful for the 30 days in November. Very simple. You can do this in any format that you want, but I make up a limited number of kits that I sell to people. So if they want to do exactly what I'm doing, they can just watch this video, copy me, and do their prep. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways I've done it in the past. And then you can choose one that feels right to you. If you want to just grab your journal that you have at home and put a leaf sticker on it and start writing, that's okay too. I just want to challenge you to come along with me in this movement, because it really does change your heart and helps you to get ready for the holidays. This is really a very simple format, but like I said, you make it your own. Make this work for you so that you'll stick to it. I just know if it's cuter, I will come back to it. And so that's why I do a little bit of prep around it, because it helps me to want to write in it every day. I encourage you to share this video with a friend, because that also helps you complete it. When you text each other and you're talking about how are you doing on your 30 days, it just helps you to stay with it. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Make Sweet Memories with Jeanette. And there will be 2 videos there for you. This one, the prep video, and also one that you will watch on November 1st to kick off class. It's about 10 minutes long. It's not a long video, but it just helps to motivate you to stay with it. So grab somebody that you like and tell them, hey, let's do this together. I want to show you now a couple of different ways that I've done this in the past. So we're going to go to my overhead camera and I can show you. This is one that I did last year. So take a close look here. We have a block right here, kind of a title block. And then we have little tags, and I used a sticker number on each one. That's completely optional. It just helps me to kind of stay on track. And then we have a little place where we write a thought and a little cuteness on top, right? Some colors that make it fun to look at. So the idea is that you have some place to house your thoughts. I keep mine in a Creative Memories album. And I love that because I have other things in here. And then when we get to November, I have a designated spot, so I can come back to every November and see what I did for the 30 days of gratitude. But you can also do this in 2 different sheets of cardstock. So I'm going to show you that today. And then last year, there was a cute little booklet. Creative Memories offered these little booklets. And I created a kit right here with this cute embellishment, and the title came right here in the booklet. And then we had a little space in here for our journaling. So lots of different ways to do this. It doesn't really matter the format that you choose, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing this year, so you can copy that if you would like to. So let me show you my 2 sheets of cardstock are right here. I'm just using cream cardstock, all right? And I'm going to focus just on this one for a minute here so that you can see kind of where I'm going. I do have a title block over on this side, and these are the measurements. It's 3.5 inches wide by 8.75 long, okay? And I just chose 2 patterns that I thought were fun. I am using the Croptoberfest from 2025 and the Grateful Harvest collections. I have those in here together. So just choose some paper that you like. You need something for your title block, and then you need 5 coordinating patterns. If you have any type of fall scrapbook collection, that would work. If you don't, you can use a solid color cardstock in fall colors. It doesn't matter. You do it the way you want to do it. But what I did this year is I created a little kit that you can use and attach to this little title block. So you do that however you want. What I'm going to do here is use a dry adhesive versus a wet adhesive. And this is the repositionable tape runner that Creative Memories offers. And it's so nice because on these little teeny bits of the wreath, it will adhere and stay down. And then I have these little leaves that I'm going to cluster kind of together. Put this little one kind of like this, and this one kind of sticking out. So I'm going to put those on my wreath. And then the word gratitude that I've cut out right here. So that's the way I'm going to enhance and make this little cluster. I see I'm taking this little tab and sticking it right there. And then putting this behind it, put a little adhesive on that so that you have a little odd numbered cluster right here. Odd numbers look great in clusters. And let's put some on the back and just kind of stick it off to the side here. Isn't that cute? Just boom, right there. So then I'm going to put some of that same type of repositionable adhesive on the back of my word and just stick it right here, grateful. Okay. In years past, I've used sticker letters, 30 days of gratitude. I've spelled that out. You can do whatever you want in your title block. I just want you to know that it's 3.5 inches tall and 8.75 inches wide. Okay, so that's the area that you have to fill right here. And then you will be able to fit a tag here and then line up your tags here. Okay, so start with a nice, cute little block on the top. That's what makes it fun, right? Adding just a little cuteness to it. Then what I do is I take some ruled paper. Any paper that's ruled works. If it already has lines on it, then you kind of want to write a little bit better. I just think it's easier and faster. So we're doing everything we can to prep this and make sure that it's easy for you every day in November to just jot down a thought. So I take these 12 by 12 sheets of paper and I cut them 2.5 inches wide with a trimmer. And I end up with sheets that look like this, okay? 2.5 inches wide each one, all right? And then what I'm going to do is turn it and cut it at the 3-inch mark, and I'll end up with 4 perfectly spaced rectangles. So I'm going to just turn this on my trimmer. And there's one. lining it up perfectly right here on this number 3. Now I have my 4 rectangles, okay? Then I take my other patterned paper that I've chosen to go with this. We need 5 different patterns that are going to work with this. And I've cut these 2.5 inches wide as well. And I'm going to use this tag punch. This is such a cool punch. You can cut a tag that's 1 inch, 2 inches, or 2.5 inches. And right here, it's beveled. So when I cut a 2.5 inch piece of paper, it will just slide right in and stop in the back, okay? If I cut a 1 inch paper, it would slide right in there and stay steady in the center. So this is a super fun punch. Creative Memories has offered several tag punches in the past, and right now they've sold out of this particular one. I do have a few left in my shop. If you're interested in purchasing one, go to makesweetmemories.com, click on shop, and then the drop down will say Make Sweet Memories Shop. Click on the punches and you can see all the different punches that I have in there. You can purchase it and check out, and I will pop it in the mail for you. I do love this one, and I've used it for birthdays, showers, holiday gifts all the time. It's much less than buying a card. I just pop on a little tag. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to slide it in where it says 2.5 till it hits the back and it will stop. Put my finger here and just punch. And you get this perfectly arched punch. Then I'm going to flip it over and punch the other side. Just like that. Clear that off. And then I'm going to take my trimmer and I'm going to trim it at 1.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to come up here to the 1.5 and line that up with the very top of the tag and hold it down and trim it. Flip it over and do the very same thing. So this is what you're going to do with 5 different patterns of paper, okay, to get your little tags. And then what I do is I take these pieces of ruled paper and I'm going to attach this tag on the second line down. And it just makes it a little sturdier right here on the back, and it makes the tags fit in the space that we have. So I'm going to take my repositionable tape runner again, and I'm going to line the bottom of it with this second line right here. Okay, so that it's straight on there. And then you have this cute little tag. Now you can see there's just a wee bit right there. Don't worry about that. You can take your scissors or you can stick it on your trimmer and just trim that little hairline off. See, like that. And you have it perfectly lined up. Okay, isn't that cute? Now there's just enough space here to write a thought. We're not writing an essay. It's just a little teeny space here. Okay, so what I do is kind of vary the colors and patterns across my page. So let's say I start with this one up here, and then I'm going to line them up. Aren't these cute? Look how much cuter this page is getting. Right? And let's see, I need a green one. Okay, so you want to see your spacing here. If that's there, then this row needs to come down just a tad. Okay, and then I'm going to take this, and it's going to fit in this space, lining these up here. and here and here. Okay. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It gives us 9 tags on this page. So how are we going to get 30? Okay, that's the little challenge. How are we going to make everything fit? So I'm going to show you something that's just amazing. It's called a Peekaboo Pocket. And it is clear. And it has adhesive on this side. It's kind of hard to see the adhesive on camera, but it's there. There's a little strip. You take that off and you're going to fold it and you're going to stick it right on the edge here of your page. But inside the pocket, you're going to cut a 4x6 piece of paper and you're going to adhere 2 tags like this to that piece of paper on the front and then 2 tags on the back. All right, so that you have multiple tags there. Let me bring it up to show you last year's again so that you can see one that's done. Okay, so you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right here. Can you see that all right? Let me make sure you can see it. Yeah, okay. So there's 8, 9, and I use this cute plaid that I picked up from up here, right? And then on the flip side is 10 and 11, and underneath that is 12 and 13, okay? So that's how you get 13 tags on one side, all right? So okay, now I'm going to adhere each of these tags. And I'm going to start with this one up at the top so that I can space it. There we go. Just right. And I'm going to work on this row. First, so that we can line things up. Okay, I'm just eyeballing it here, but I can tell you that it's going to fit on this side. Okay, now that these are lined up, then we can line up, let's do this row, and we can line up everything right here. So isn't it looking cute? It just makes it fun. Makes you want to actually write on it. I do keep mine on my kitchen table with a pen, and that just helps me stay on track and actually do it. Another thing that I've done that helps me is I set an alarm on my phone, and at 8 o'clock at night after dinner's over, I am hearing that alarm and thinking, oh yeah, I need to go write. The first few days you do this, you're going to be right on it. But you know what? Life happens, right? And you're just going to have days that you forget, or you think, I didn't have time, or I'm not sure what to write. So that's okay. I just use a catch-up day. Okay, there we go. So here's our darling page. See, that didn't take very long. Okay, now let's do our Peekaboo Pocket. Let me show you how that is done. I'm taking a piece of scratch paper here that also blends, right? And I'm going to cut it to be a 4x6 size. And just slightly under that, so it's going to slip into this peekaboo pocket. Just slightly under the 4x6, okay? And I like both sides of that, so that's important too. You need to like both sides, and then take a, let's see, I want to use a different one because this is going to show like this. So I think I want a yellow here, and I'm using a lot of green. Maybe I want one of these on this side. Okay. So I need to adhere these. And put them on my paper. So I want it to line up with this one and be about the same. So I'm just using my jumbo tape runner. Put these on and keep them lined up with what's already there, right? And then I'm going to flip this over and do 2 on this side. So let's see, maybe this one and the green one, or this. This one looks good. Okay. You can see that this one has a little teeny edge on it, which can happen when you're punching just the slightest difference. I'm going to put that on my trimmer and just slice off this tiny little part so that it's perfectly even. All right. And then I'm going to place these on the flip side. And put them, let's see here, I want these to line up right. These aren't as critical as the other ones. The other ones, you definitely want them lined up on your page, but this is on the underside of the flap. Okay, so if you look at a peekaboo pocket, this side has the opening, and the adhesive is on the opposite side of the opening. So I'm going to slip this in like this, and then I'm going to take my adhesive off on the opposite side. See, it's very clear. So that's really hard to see on camera, but it's there. Okay, and then I'm going to tuck it. Oh, I need to do this the opposite way. I'm going to bring it like this because this sticky part is going to be on this side and the flap will open this way. Or like this, whichever side I want. I kind of think I want this side on the top, the peachy side. So I'm going to slide it in the opening right here into my peekaboo pocket. If you have a piece of heavier cardstock, it slides in a little bit easier. Right now it's kind of getting stuck on those little lips, but you see how it goes. And then here's the sticky part right here. I'm going to adhere that to the bottom of my piece of cardstock and just run my finger right over there. So you can see it's just clear and it's sticking right there. Okay, so when I want to journal on this piece, I'm just going to slip it back out, journal on it, and tuck it back under. All right. If you want to number them, you will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, if you choose to number them. Okay, so your one side is completely done. Okay, this is what you'll end up looking like, all right, with both of your pages and all your little tags lined up. I took this pattern from the title and brought it in here, and I liked it so much I did two and just adhered them together. So this is where your other peekaboo pocket will come in. So your two peekaboo pockets are on the inside here, and then there will be one more on the outside of this right here, a little smaller one. And all of that comes in your kit. If you don't have a kit, you can use a third piece of cardstock. If you'd rather and not use peekaboo pockets, you decide. Whatever the format is that you want to do, just do it. Do it your way, but join in and feel it change your heart. It is a beautiful, simple way to heighten your joy this holiday season. So whatever format you choose to use, just join the gratitude movement. Let me show you again last year or the year before and what we did. See how there's two peekaboos here, and then there's one little one on this side, a smaller like a 4x4, and then I put a cute little saying on that side. Okay, but that's where you can end up looking like if you're doing what I'm doing this year. Again, you choose, just make it happen, okay? Whether you're coming to my house, whether you're close by, or you live in another area, you can participate in this exercise. Do it your way, but join in and feel it change your heart. It's a beautiful, simple way to heighten your joy this holiday season. So whatever the format, just join the gratitude movement. Remember to watch the video on November 1st on my YouTube channel to help you get started. If you haven't ever been there, just go to YouTube and do a search for Make Sweet Memories with Jeanette, and it will come up. There will be two videos, this prep video, and then one that says November 1st, okay? I'm here if you have questions about this and to help you get going. That's what Prep Day is all about. So there's still time. Grab a friend, have her watch the video. Make it happen, girls. You'll be so glad you did. Thanks for watching.